All right, Virgo, or my Virgo cross watcher, let's do a video for you. I'm actually really excited. I don't know why. I feel a lot of anticipation. I feel a mixture of different things. So we're just gonna roll with this, okay? We're gonna roll with this today. I will post a clip up here somewhere on either side of the video to show you what I looked like yesterday. And the reason that's important is because it actually had something to do with the message, and I didn't get it. Like, I wasn't getting it at the time. I had put on this red lipstick. I like red lipstick. I think red lipstick is classy. There's so many things that red lipstick makes me feel, but I don't wear it anymore. I don't prefer it anymore on myself. But yesterday, specifically for your messages, because I did more than one, I felt like I needed to wear it. But after I put it on, I was super self-conscious, because if you've ever worn red lipstick or seen anyone who wears red lipstick, it can get really odd around the inner corners of the mouth, and sometimes it can get really dry, and you got to be really self-conscious that it's not on your teeth and that it's not cracking when you're talking. I mean, it's one of those things that are very beautiful, but it has to be watched carefully. And so yeah, I had that on, and it just, I don't know, the whole rest of the day something said I was actually needing to do something else. So that's what we're doing here. Let me tell you a bunch of things that have been standing out to me. First, we'll talk about the lipstick and what I was getting from that. And secondly, we'll talk about the fact that when I got up this morning, still morning right now, the moon and the sun were both out. Have you guys seen that ever? I don't know, unless it's happened and I haven't noticed it. I have never seen the sun bright and early. I'm talking just shining right in my face, and the moon still out. I have a picture of it. I'll try to remember to put that in here as well. Like, I'm talking 8 o'clock in the morning, the moon is still up, and the sun is, I mean, maybe that's normal and I just don't pay attention, but I find that really interesting that the sun and the moon would appear at the same time. And then if we talk about the lipstick, so red can be seen as a lot of things, right? We all know that, red. Now, I want to talk about what red first pops to me pops up in my head when I think about red. Stop. I think about stop, like stop signs, red. I think of blood. I think of passion, fire, and that's the first things come to me. Also, it was on my mouth, right? Do some of you feel, now you can reverse this entire message. I'm just going to get what's first coming to me. Virgo or Virgo cross watcher, do you ever feel like either you need to stop yourself, like you're very careful about what you say, although you really want to say something? That could be the moon energy there. Like there's something you're not actually saying. There's a reason too, like you stop yourself from saying it, right? And the moon could be concealment, like something you're hiding, and the sun is putting it out there. So it's like, yeah, you may either you want to say something, but instead you say something else, or you haven't said anything at all, but you really want to. There's something here about maybe even caution, even feeling a bit, I think more yellow when I think caution, but maybe even someone here, something has scared an individual either to say something they've already said, or something another person has said, or possibly could say. Is that making any sense? Because there's a lot of scenarios here. So let me try to organize my thoughts. All right, that's so Virgo. Let me try to organize my thoughts. All right. Let's say it's something you have already said. The first thing popping in my head is like, I love you, okay? Or I like you, or maybe you flirted with somebody, okay? Sometimes people can do that and then they get scared, like, oh my God, no. Because maybe someone's like, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to put my heart out there. Like, I do really feel these feelings. I am feeling them, and it makes me happy to express myself, but now I'm kind of scared because I'm not fully ready or something. There's like some sort of trepidation accompanying something else, you know what I mean? So there's that, something that you've already said. let's say it's something you want to say. There could be something you want to say, or maybe even something you want to ask. However, you stop yourself. Notice I redid this whole video. I don't have the red lipstick on. I stopped myself because it wasn't right. Like there's something that maybe just deep down kind of in there. It could even just be a question you're wanting cleared up. Something. Maybe even about something another person said, but we'll get to that. Let's say it's something you want to say. You could be stopping yourself from saying it. Stop red lips, right? From talking, speaking it. Maybe it has something to do with sex. Maybe you're just trying to be respectful, or I don't know. The reason I say that is because isn't red the root chakra? Let me see. Like, let's say, I'm going to throw this out there. This is not, that it doesn't have to be anybody's scenario, but let's say someone's in a relationship here and they're thinking their partner is, or maybe it's just a question. It's not necessarily a fear or a paranoia, but it could be like, I don't know, something may be nagging someone on their mind about maybe their partner and sex, or maybe their partner, this is very graphic, but I'm known to be graphic. Let's say their partner, you know, and them had sex and it just wasn't as much semen, or it wasn't as much something, right? And then the partner may say, or really wants to say, but they're stopping themselves. Have you been like watching porn? Have you been jacking off? Or have you been sleeping with someone else? Because I know, I've been with you long enough to know, you know what I mean? That could be the case for some of you. So there's that. Let's see, hold on. Red root chakra. Yes. Okay. The first entrance into the physical world. Grounding, safety, healing, survival, heat, connectedness to earth. Oh, here we go. Red chakra teaches you how to deal with your anger and convert it into something positive. And we got the moon and the sun. Yeah, somebody's almost like biting their tongue here. Like somebody really wants to say something. Now maybe it's just in like a sexual manner. Maybe someone is holding themselves back because they really want to just say, like someone could be taming their passions here. I think it's you. Now I'm going to reverse this and we're going to look at it from the other side because again, there's a lot of stories here. Maybe you're wanting to just say, oh my God, fucking yes, let's do it. But you're taming yourself. Maybe you're scared because you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? There's something along those lines. Or maybe there's something you really want to say, something that really does kind of eat at you and something bothers you. And I don't know who this would be to. But instead of saying it, you're keeping it to yourself. You're taming your anger. You're learning how to kind of, now in some cases that's positive. In some cases we need to let it out. As long as we're not trying to like hurt anyone and we're not trying to, you know, it's about intentions, not, you know, but if it's something in there, it's like, are we ignoring it? Now let's say it's someone else. If this is something a person has already said, they may be wondering if you're not really showing how you feel about what they said. That maybe you're holding back or you're taming your tongue, you're stopping yourself. They may feel like you actually really want to say something else or want to ask them something else or something period, but that you're not. You could even have someone here that's thinking it's something that they've asked you and that you said, like an answer you gave them, and they may be hiding from themselves that they don't believe you, that they don't trust you. They think that there's more than meets the eye, possibly. Now, only pick which one fits with you. You'll know intuitively. You'll know. Your intuition will tell you. Oh, my cats are getting into it. Let's say it's something they want to say. There could be something someone's really wanting to ask you, like straight up ask you. You know, especially if they think you're involved in something or that you were possibly involved in something or something like that. They may even want to ask you, is there anything you want to ask me? You know, maybe they feel you don't trust them. So they want to be like, is there anything you want to ask me? Or is there anything you want to tell me? Outright, though, they may want to say, were you involved in any type of betrayal of mine? Did you try to betray me? Did you try to double cross me? Something like that, right? It's like an outright, I just really want to ask it. But notice today is a new day and I didn't wear the lipstick. I wanted to be comfortable. I wanted to focus, and it was a distraction, really, honestly. And I mean, I love it so much, but it was definitely a distraction. And it could be the case here. I feel like someone may be even trying to really focus on what they're focusing on and not let something distract them. Okay, let's say that's in the sense of you or another, if it's reversed. Whoever here, if your story is that you think someone's betrayed you, maybe you know. You may be trying to, or they're trying to, someone here is trying to kind of just focus on better things. I mean, sometimes you can do something about betrayal, and sometimes you really can't. You just can't stop people from being hateful and ugly in this world, and you know, you just can't stop them. So we can choose our battles. We can pick our poison, so to speak. We can. I'm hearing purple poison, 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 poison. Pick your poison. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Poison. I see purple. You know what I see? Like the little old bottles. I don't know if this has any sort of connection to alcohol, but I see like bottles, like potions and elixirs. Elixir. What's elixir mean again? Elixir. I do like that word. That would be a cool pet name. Come here, Elixir. Especially if it's a boy. Elixir. Let's see. Oops. Not exile. Elixir. Exile. A magical or medicinal potion. Okay, let's say it's nothing to do with betrayal. This could be on the other side of things. If you keep seeing me mess with my hair, it's because, well, you guys probably already know I talk about it a lot, but I do not like, it's a sensory thing for me, and I do not like hair touching a certain part of my face or even my neck. So if you see me do this a lot, that's why I can't. It's like really, ugh. I have certain things like that. Like if I wear jeans, I don't like the tongue. Some of you are OCD, or maybe you have a sensory thing. Yeah, could even be neurodivergent, or have some sort of, somebody could be maybe even on the spectrum here. And you know how you get like sensory things bother you. So one of the things for me is my pants behind my tongue of my shoe. Like my tennis shoes, I can't stand jeans behind the tongue of my shoe. It bothers me. Hair, if I have my hair up in a ponytail, I like the hair off my ear. Like if it's gonna be off my face, I want it all the way off my face. And so if it's touching my ear at all, I really can't stand that. Like I see why people shave the bottom of their head. I totally see that. Anyway, let me focus here. Oh yeah, if this is romantic, not about anyone, you know, having double crossed someone before, or being duplicitous, or Jekyll and Hyde type thing, then it's someone who is either trying to hide how much they passionately want you, or you could perhaps being tried to be, I cannot speak, really wanting to say more, really wanting more, but it's like I'm gonna kind of go with their flow. Here we go. We're gonna spit it out here soon in a minute. We'll get it out here soon in a minute. Patient with it, you know, taking our time. We'll get there when we get there type thing. Hungry for it, because my stomach's about to growl. Someone here is hungry for another, but is stopping, red lips, themselves from saying it. But it can at times be kind of, it's like their carnal instinct, your carnal instinct, your nature is to devour. But it's about taming that beast and keeping it inside. Some of you, it could be the anger thing though. I don't know if it has to do with betrayal, but it could be like keeping yourself calm when you're around people who infuriate the living shit out of you. Like possibly family, people you work with, yeah, things like that. You know what's really coming to me right now is what can be very annoying also is when you yourself are not one that deals with someone, but it's like someone that you deal with deals with them, and you got to kind of deal with them because they're dealing with them, and you just want to be like, look, I don't care if you're mad at me or not, because I really don't like you, so I don't give a shit. You know, it's like, what are you gonna be mad at me? I don't really, you know. So you're like stopping yourself, or if this isn't you, it could be someone on the outside of you that's like taming themselves on your behalf because of someone you deal with. Like they really want to say something to that person or something to you about that person. I don't know. Yeah. So So red lips. What else did I say? I said it was a distraction. It really was distracting me. Now, some of you could just be really wanting to focus. You could be truly laser set on things in your life right now, and you could feel like you just need to stop yourself and moderate yourself, pace yourself when it comes to what you say and who you say it to. And maybe you're just kind of like, I really want to get swept up in the passion. I really want to get swept up in having fun or whatever, but I also probably should kind of control myself and tame myself because one, I need to stay focused, and two, you just never know. I mean, it's highly possible here someone has a hard time truly trusting that they're not going to be fucked over, and I don't see a problem with that unless it starts to really get in someone's way. You don't want to live in a state of fear, but it's different to live in a state of fear and also have intuition, and your intuition say, it isn't me saying you're going to betray me or fuck me over, it's just me saying I still want to make sure that I'm taking care of me and putting what I need to put over here, building what I need to build over here, so that in case, it's almost like my brother always said to me, I don't know why I just said that in the past tense, he's still here on this planet, saying, expect the worst, hope for the best. Now, I don't know what I think about that now, but he did always used to say that to me, and it's coming to me right now. I'm seeing sticks, something to do with sticks, unless you eat those little French fry things, the little tiny French fries, or unless you guys like Steak and Shake, or you like steaks instead of shakes. Yeah, I'm seeing sticks though, like, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I haven't heard that in forever, Going back real quick, I want to touch on the one where I'm getting that maybe someone here is like they could just like fess up basically and admit something they've done against you, said against you, something they've been a part of, but instead you may know that their pride has gotten in the way, and that there's vice versa, and that there's a side of them that you would hope they would come forward and do the right thing and just admit. But sometimes when you're used to doing something, especially when we're younger, usually you get over that when you get older, but some people just don't. Like when you're doing wrong, instead of actually just fessing up to it and asking for forgiveness, sometimes people's pride can be so strong, or they just know they're going to get in a lot of trouble, so they will keep the lie, like kind of like deny till you die. They will keep it until literally it's forced to come out, or they're forced to be like legally reprimanded for it. They will continue to pretend, but it's only because at that point they're like, well, you're going to be mad at me anyway if you find out the egregious things I've said and done against you, or if I do admit it, you'll still pursue whatever, and then that's proof that I did it against you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's definitely not for everybody, but some of you'll know if that's for you. I would say the person does know, or vice versa. Somebody here does know that they're in the wrong, but instead of not only stopping what they're doing and admitting it, they're continuing on and maybe even digging the knife in a little deeper, because it's actually coming from a place of their fear. They're actually living in fear right now, and it's stopping them from being successful in some way in their own life, whatever they would deem as successful. So that's unfortunate. That really is unfortunate, and it's sad that, because you may have even actually really cared for someone before, or even had some type of inspiration from them. Like, you may have thought that they were very talented, even, that this person's rather talented and a good individual. And so it may be, disappointed would be a nice word to use here. You're probably a little bit disappointed in this person because you thought like higher of them. One of the things that used to bother me the worst is whenever I was growing up and my dad would tell me, not like spank me or fucking give me a ruler or a belt, because I got all of it. I would say probably the ruler was the worst, and washing the mouth out with soap and shit like that. Those are pretty fucking awful. But the ruler hurt really bad. But the one thing that hurt me the most, believe it or not, was when my dad would say, you really disappoint me. That fucked me up real bad. That fucked me up real bad, because you just don't want to like be a disappointment, you know what I'm saying? And so I think you're highly disappointed in someone because of their inability to admit their wrongs, their wrongdoings. They're double crossing you. Because you can forgive people depending on what they do. You can forgive people that do fucked up things, again, depending on what it is. Because we've done fucked up things. Nobody's perfect, you know? But it's when they don't really show that they have a conscience, and when they don't admit their wrongs, and when they pretend and lie and then keep it going and then dig the knife in deeper. It's like, wow. I mean, you really can't respect somebody like that. So I think that you've definitely lost respect for someone in that manner. That's only for the group of you, and I don't think it's a large group of you, but that's for those of you who know there's a person who's lied, bald-faced lied to your face, or in a message or whatever, and said that they were none the wiser about something, or they just avoided it altogether, when they know damn good and well that not only like what you mean, but that they are the ones that are the I'm hearing to blame for it. I'm just going to be honest. I hear to blame for it. I was trying to think of a word, but let's just say it how I'm hearing it, to blame for it. Other than that, we got, elixir. When I look at elixir, I see Lexi or Alexa or Elizabeth. Lexi. Ellie. Eli. IR. Doesn't IR stand for something? Isn't that like information, or is that just I? What does IR stand for? What does IR stand for? No, there's something else. It stands for a lot of things, but I'm seeing it for something else. Abbreviation. Infrared. Informed reaction. What does that mean? Informed reaction. Informed reaction meaning. An informed reaction is a reaction that is based on knowledge or information and is likely to be good. So either you or another person, if it's reversed, is having an informed reaction to something, and the reaction is to stop yourself. Maybe you or this person is stopping yourself from asking the questions because you're going to be lied to anyway, or from saying anything, or you know what I mean? Because so somebody here is stopping themselves. If it's romantically, someone could be like, I'm going to I know that it would be in my best interest to not just put it all on the line, lay it on the line, say exactly how I feel, like, let's go get married, let's do this, or even though there's times I really want to, and I feel that, and I feel like I'm ready to have children, and I feel like I'm ready to have children again, and I feel like I'm ready to be intimate with you, and I feel like I'm ready to get married, and I feel like I'm ready to move in together and go all the way. But then sometimes I stop myself because I know that that's probably not the best thing, because of also what you're looking for in life, so I want to be respectful of you. It's something like that also here. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like we could get more, but someone's definitely stopping themselves from something, because my hands are freezing. I mean, to the point where it's really kind of uncomfortable to write. I mean, it's not even that cold in here. I don't know why that, I guess it happens sometimes, but I mean, it's kind of cold in here, but not that cold. My hands are so cold that it feels a little uncomfortable to hold the pencil. For some of you, there could even be a connection to actual either taking notes, observation, or actual school time. And obviously the number 2 could be specific, but school, there could be a connection to school here, or schooling, or classes of some type, or meetings. See, because this end can make it happen, and this end can take it away from happening, can stop it from happening, can erase it from having happened. Someone's like on the in-between of the pencil, like where you hold it. There's something coming through there. I think I'm getting it, but we kind of need to go now. So thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.